Hello and good evening. Welcome from the Tribune Network. I'm Rohit Bhan. The crucial third test between India and Australia, which began today, the opening day between India and Australia in Sydney. India, after a remarkable comeback in Melbourne, defeating Australia after a debacle in the first test in Adelaide when they were bowled out for 36. They managed to make a comeback in Melbourne, and now this important test match, the third in the series. Now the series hinges primarily on this particular test match. And despite initial hiccup, Australia managing to have a stable start. The rain played a spoil sport for some time. The match had to be stopped for some time. But at the end of the day, Australia at 166, having lost both their openers. I'm joined by my sports editor, Mr. Rohit Mahajan. Rohit, first the toss. Australia winning the toss and batting. Important toss to win?
Yes, definitely, because in Sydney, the team batting second always is at a disadvantage, because when you are batting in the fourth innings, it tends to help the spinners, the wicket deteriorates. So batting fourth will always be a challenge in Sydney. So I think it was a very important toss to win for Australia. And they as expected, India would have won. If they had won the toss, they would have batted first. Australia batted first, right decision.
Also, the team composition, Rohit. Australia bringing in Warner and also the debutant Will. Tell us something about the composition of the team, particularly Australia.
Yeah, Australia, there had been weaknesses at the top of their batting order. Right. They were opening with Wade and Burns, and they had trouble. And I think they touched 200 only once in the previous four innings. So they definitely wanted somebody like Warner, who's a very positive attacking batsman. He scored a lot of runs against India. So they did want him in the order. And Pucovski is a precocious talent. And so, yes, he was going to make his debut. All eyes have been on Pucovski for at least a couple of years. And he's supposed to be the next big thing in Australian cricket. So,
tell us something about his first class. I mean, how has he fared in the first class cricket?
He has a very good record in first class cricket. In fact, I think in this current first class season, he scored 2 double centuries. Right. And he was in a very good nick all through the summer. But in the practice games against India, he had some trouble. He was hit by a ball. Right. So coming back into the test match and scoring a half century, right. And he was very lucky as well. He was dropped twice and. Right. And once a very close run out. I mean, he should have been run out on that instance. Right. So he got 3 lives, at least 2 very clear lives and 1 run out opportunity. Mm-hmm. So he has been lucky, and well, that's part of cricket.
And also Warner, a big boost to Australian side. He's back as the opener, though he couldn't score much today. But nevertheless, a big boost for the opening.
I'm not sure, because when he was running initially, he scored 5 runs, right? And when he was running, he was struggling with running. Right. So I'm not sure how wise it is to have somebody who is about maybe 80% fit in as an opener, and to field for 5 days and score and bat long. And so he, I think when he was out, he was not able to move his feet properly, and he couldn't reach the ball, and he edged the ball. So I'm not sure about his fitness. So it was a gamble. They probably hoped for at least a quick 50 from him, and it didn't work today.
Also, now talking about India, Rohit, Siraj again bragging the important wicket of Warner. He seems to come of age, doing quite well.
Yeah, making his debut in Test cricket, and he's again a very good prospect. But to come on the Australian wickets and start bowling, because there's a huge learning curve at the top level in Australia on those wickets, where the bounce is different, and where batsmen are playing different kinds of shots. So it's a huge challenge to make your debut on Australian wickets. Right. And sometimes it takes bowlers 2-3 tours to get used to the wickets in Australia. Right. So he got a good wicket, and he got the debutant Pucovski. Right. But overall, India would not be very happy with their day today. Because maybe a couple of one early chance, and maybe he could have. I think he was dropped on 26 once, and then 32. And if a second wicket had fallen at 60, who knows what might have happened? You cannot be sure. Now these two guys, Smith and Labuschagne, have added 60 runs for the third wicket, and they are they are the cornerstone of Australian batting. So India needs to get these two out early tomorrow if they want to prevent them from getting a huge score.
Also, the performance of Ashwin. I mean, clearly he did remarkably well in the second test. But today, being wicketless, I think he didn't get any wicket.
Yeah.
So how would you rate his bowling through the day?
Yeah, I think he bowled well. He may have bowled a few easy shots, balls which could have scored off.
Right.
So he may have done that a few times, but I think he was very disappointed with that drop chance by Rishabh Pant. And but first day track, and so I think Smith was prepared for him. He wanted to attack him. Which he did, which is brave of Smith after a failure or dismissals to Ashwin in the previous innings.
Right.
So overall, I think 50 overs were bowled today, around 50 odd. So I think we will get to see a bit more of the competitiveness tomorrow, right from Ashwin and from Smith, and let's see what happens tomorrow.
So the first session tomorrow could be very crucial.
Yeah, that's true. You need to get one of these, because these two are the best batsmen in the
Right.
Australian side, and you need to get them early tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Rohit. So there you have Rohit giving his expert opinion on the first day of the third test match between India and Australia. We'll keep on providing you inputs and also our expert analysis by our sports editor Rohit Mahajan through the test match on how it proceeds. You can also log on to our website www.tribuneindia.com, and also follow us on our other social media platform for latest news and updates. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.